So, the last few months I've played a little bit of Factorio. I think I've improved a lot. So I thought I might just show you a few save games to show you what I've been doing. This is the first one that I did since I came back, and shows you just a little bit of the ratios. There should be 14 boilers, 10 steam engines on this, and you'll see that nothing lines up because I was still getting back in the swing of things. This smelter setup was an old one that I used to use, and the idea was you scaled it this way, which is why I left this gap empty. But it doesn't scale very well. It's not a very good smelter design. And none of this is balanced. An unloader setup. I'm not even using stack inserters here. You can see I'm using fast inserters because I didn't know about stack inserters. This is a good design for labs. Only a couple of labs, even though I've got blue science backed up, all the other science backed up. This actual build wasn't bad, but it's not scalable. It's because I've built around it, it's hemmed in. This is not right. This is 1:1. This is not the correct ratio. And even if I had been doing this design, I've now hemmed myself on this side. I can't fit another set. So I started building down. I think I have one roboport in this space. One. Brilliant. Jump in the car. Blue science setup. It's not terrible. This is bad. Don't do any of this sort of work with oil. This is wrong. Also very wrong. I think this world's unpeaceful. I was actually quite happy with this loader system. I don't know if it's particularly balanced. But let's have a look. It's reasonably balanced. There's nothing else in this map. This is as far as I got. When I realized that, actually ignoring this, when I realized that I didn't know what to do next, didn't know, I thought, I've made such a hash of this early game. Let's go back and fix it. So I'll see you all in a minute in the second map. So this is my second map. This is the map I played with Fighters Turn to Aggressive. This is oil outpost, so I was actually much further along on this map than the previous map. And another oil outpost, and my terrible driving skills. I really am bad at driving. And as you can see, I didn't learn from previous game. This is much worse balanced than the last one. And I actually belted in this iron instead of building a second train depot because I just didn't know how. Now, I did get reasonably far in this. There's enough accumulators in this power network. There's 1,000 solar panels. I even got power armor in this one. Right, and bots. Let's start here. So, same design as before, except I'm splitting into two. But as you can see, I mean, I suppose this is working for the amount of output I have. This is not doing very well. This is a very uncompressed yellow belt of steel here. Probably need... oh, well, we'll get to ratios, goods ratios next. Same deal with the copper. I had this. I don't actually know yet how to do a proper storage array. But you're mining much faster than your see, I got biters on. Then you're smelting. Alright, so quick tour. Iron, steel, original set of boilers. Ignore that. Tried to get a good setup. These are 1 to 1 to 1 and the other way. But the water tends to move around a bit funny. Now, second attempt at oil. Oh. Well, they should be right. I don't have ammo automatically resupplying this base, so the base may explode while we're doing this. So put in a lot of solar panels using my only blueprint for this map, I'm pretty sure. Yep, the only one. I'm actually still using this blueprint for all my maps. These storage barrels are the worst. All of them. Now I'm pretty sure this is the wrong ratio too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 7. I'm pretty sure it should be 5, 7, 1. I think that should be the ratio. I only got 2 plastic here. Sulfur is a bit funny. I made a lot of batteries in this one. But again, this is all my design. It was all put together as best as I thought I could do. I don't think it turned out very well. Right. So, my first attempt at a Blue Belt Factory. So I've actually got the lubricant coming straight off the line. One storage tank again, terrible, but did it. I can't take it back. I've also got lubricant running up here, and I believe going to the engines. I don't think I did very terrible. But as you can see, this really needs speed upgrade 3s. But I haven't even got that far, I've only got 2s. And even with 2s, pretty sure it's just badly set up. That's not terrible, I suppose. Same setup for my labs, but this time I have one gap in between each lab. I don't know why. You don't really need it. As you can see at the end, I realised you don't need it. You can run through the gap. With this one, I put random stuff at the start. So like, you know, steel furnaces here at the start. Rail here at the start. Tanks, that wasn't a bad idea. Ammo here at the start. I mean, I've started putting in provider chests and I've started building a bot network, but it's not big enough to cover the outer defenses yet. I don't know if this is what other people do, have a general storage array in the middle of your RoboPort network. That's what I've been doing. So this is what I thought would be a bot making factory. It's not very good. Move on. It's not balanced right, as you can see. Copper never gets up here. And with 1-to-1. And 1 for each red is wrong. We'll see that in the next one. Solar panels. Made a lot of solar panels. Started blue circuit production. Have 4. Yeah, as you can see, I'm not barreling my products. So no extra barrels here. You can see that fluid handling 2 is a mod that I didn't have installed when I did this. I think that's my only beacon. Yep. And it's here, I don't know why. The biters are really angry. 0.6. This is really bad. Compression is terrible on these belts. The output is terrible. Even though the input in materials, you know, seems to be fine. I've got a lot of backup, but the smelter design let me down really. Alright, I'll see you in the third one, where I launch the rocket. Spoiler. Right. So this is the base that I actually get a rocket to launch from. Let's go down and have a look. It actually starts far away from here. Down here. This is where I first started. Boilers, this patch of coal, and this power. Some stone mining here that I set up. Now I eventually just took this stone and belted it back up. And as you can see, a lot more furnaces or smelters. So this is how I thought you did it, but I found out later that I think you only need the last 3 or 4 and the rest can just be plain belt. Anyway, I didn't even convert the others over because there's no need. I don't use enough materials or enough iron. So, I have 1 compressed red belt of iron, of steel. I have 1. Now I've picked up enough. Now, it's not compressing really well because I didn't do the compressed trick, but it is 1 compressed red belt of steel and 3 compressed red belts of iron. 1, 2. This iron feeds those steel smelters because it is 1 to 1. Now, it's not balanced well on input yet because I was just about to launch an unloading train, because of course I have the 4 lanes, 1, 2, 3, 4 of iron. I was going to start bringing in it via train, but plain and simple, I finished the game and ran out of time. Because I'm not going to play this anymore. I'm going to start again. So, I got 2 compressed red belts of copper. I'm using this design here to split however many lanes you have into 4. So if you had 1, for example, it would eventually split back into 4. Actually, it would have a splitter here, and you would do that, and that would split you into 4. As you can see, I was ready for another belt if the need came. Yeah, you can see I'm doing 2 into the ends and then it splits across to 4. And I'm taking full belts off to put on these circuits, and this is correctly balanced. to 1.5 to 1. I'm doing about 1,000 a minute. As you can see, it's not running flat out. The bottleneck in this game is plastic. Now, this I know is a waste of plastic, and actually that is what it looked like. I don't think I'm using any of this plastic for anything. I might be requesting plastic. Someone might be requesting plastic because that moved. This is sort of my make everything section. So, belted in green circuits, iron, steel and copper. And then just made gears locally. As you can see, just randomly wanted more engines, so I put 2 beacons on it, put everything with speed module 3s. And I could just change these if I needed something different. Like this was an original gun turret factory, and I think it made something else at one stage. There's a lot more roboports in this one. 39 roboports. So, this is all ratioed out correctly. 1 to 10. This has 12 to 1, 2. I don't know why there's so many. Maybe I decided that was the ratio that it needed, but it's very excessive, I think, with inserters. Same design as before, but finally with science pack purple potions, alien science packs. Just requesting these from over there. Could probably just, put speed upgrades in it and only have one, but doesn't matter. Now this is a similar design as to what I found online. I don't really like it that much because it will go this way, and then it'll pick one way, and then it'll pick the other way. There you go, some robots. I have a lot of robots. I have nearly 1,000 robots. Got a lot in the air now, right now, to do this. Here comes another line of them. So I tried putting speed upgrades here to try and help push it along, but still. But I guess, in the end it makes the item, so what can you complain? And instead of piping in red circuits, you use so little, I just get the bots to fly them over. As you can see, I'm also using the extra fluid barrels mod, or whatever it's called. It is great. Because you just barrel your item over in a bot, unload it, and you don't need any pipes. So this is over here, it doesn't need to be near oil at all. Now I know there's a lot of wastage on this bus, but really I didn't know how much more I wanted to do, so I just sort of left it open. I don't really rebalance much. This is the design that was used by Colonel Will, I think, to split off 1 or 2 solid lines out of a multi-lane, and I use it here because I take 2 solid copper lines of red red belt to this circuit factory. And as you can see, I had a few troubles with fitting things in. For example, this looks quite elegant. Green belts come on this, green circuits on this side, copper on that side, and then I tried to replicate the same thing on this, and I realised that I don't fit. I needed to leave myself one extra space. So in the end, I just cheated it on. Still runs. Plastic is, of course, the bottleneck. Even though maybe that train died. No? I thought the oil barrels would be... Oh, they are. There's another bottleneck in here because the astute of you will realise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 I'm making too much. There's too much light oil in the system, it's taking longer to drain off. But other than that, the rest of this is balanced out. 5, 7, 1. Now this, I can't remember if this is the ratio or if I made this ratio up. 4 and 2. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think this is 10. But I don't think I had a 10th one when I built it, so it came to 9 and I just never fixed it because batteries isn't the problem, it's plastic. It's always plastic. So while plastic's good, I just did. So while plastic's good, I've been storing it, and then when plastic's bad, I turn that around and I pump it back on. At the moment, yeah, my bottleneck is oil unbarreling, so really I need to build 5 more, 7 more, and 1 more, and I'll complete another setup to bring over petroleum gas. Now this is a tank. I only have 1 tank here because if it's full, I know that I have excess. If it's not full, I know I have, production problems. Now this is just how I built the parts for the rocket. I just built it all with bots, shoved in a couple of beacons around it all, and just went and had dinner, and the rocket was built. It's not set up to do it particularly fast or anything. And like a lot of this stuff, I got to the stage where I had so many bots, I had so much that I could do. If I wanted something, I just did it with bots. Now this is the important one, the make more bots factory. As you can see, it's turned off at the moment because I turned this inserter so that I still have plenty of electric engines. And my accidental construction bot problem was I was requesting electric engines here, so the bots were just moving them across even though I wasn't pumping them. No, sorry, here. The bots were moving them. I ended up with 884 construction bots for no reason. Now I know this will drive people's OCD mad. This is, I think, ratioed correctly, apart from this stuff down here, which just has upgrades in it because this shit's so slow. And a beacon as well. It's so slow. It, again, is turned off. It's turned off because blue circuits, I'm only producing blue circuits with these three. That's the only thing producing blue circuits at the moment. It's making a lot though. This is the correct ratio for science packs. It's 12, I think. Yep. And I'm building all the stuff for it. Well, obviously I'm bringing the batteries in from the main bus. Red circuits from the main bus. And I built the inserters over here. I don't know why. I was building them and I thought, yep, I'll build them here, and I built it, and then I realized, oh, I've got to take them around to the other side because that's where the labs are. This I just built for production. I just copied this one, pasted it there. It's off center, which is annoying, but I'm not playing the game anymore, so I've sort of given up doing anything nicely and just slapped it all together. Try to find my car. There it is. My first successful use of train signals. All three of these trains stop if somebody else is in there unloading, and then they go. They all stop for 15 seconds, and I have it set on their cargo wagon what they can pick up. So they always take 20 barrels out to the station, and they can bring back as many full barrels as they can fit otherwise. Some of this, it's not producing much oil anymore. It's sort of worn out. This was played in peaceful mode, obviously. That's why there's no walls or anything. With copper, I decided to belt it in. Simply because I couldn't be bothered with trains. I wasn't not good enough with trains yet. I'm working on it. Like this is the actual first iron outpost I had. It's still running. It's an insane amount of resources here. And I'm merging it all into two compressed red belts. And I'm bringing a little bit of iron over there because it was in the way. There's nothing else to see here. When I got to a couple of hundred bots, I just started doing, oh, I want to build something. I'll just get, and then put that and go, done. I want to build low density structures here, done. And then it just builds them. There's so many bots, so I can just do that. Obviously it's not great, but it's good enough. Oh, that's my second barrel. Lubricant. I really beat my barrel addiction this game. Sorry, my tank addiction. But that's it. That's how I launched a rocket. See, here is a classic example. I want to build beacons. Alright, we'll request it. Done. and the bots just take over everything else while you're busy building something else, and then you come back and they'll be full. Alright, well, thank you for watching those that struggle through my monotony. I'm super pumped to have got this far. I want to try again. I don't know if I will play vanilla again. I might play another mod pack sort of thing. I might play a kitchen sink, or I might play a game where the enemies are more hostile or something. I don't know. Probably something a little different to vanilla. This is one problem with random storage chests. So I put this here because I was deconstructing shit here all the time, fixing this, and the bots would go over to the storage and then back. But then I look and suddenly I've got 10,000 crew barrel laurels over here. I don't know why. 355. I'm not short on oil, I'm short on production to turn it into petroleum. And the ratio, fucking the ratio, because I thought I'll just have another one so I can make a little bit extra lube on the side, make a little bit extra flamethrower ammo on the side, and I've just wrecked the whole system. Probably just run better like that, honestly. Alright, anyway, thanks for watching. See you later.